What's up, guys? Charlie here. Welcome back to Beholder. I got the game paused here because I have to kind of go over some things that have happened. So the first thing is the game has been updated, and the game was updated with a lot of bug fixes, a lot of little tiny quirks that were messing me up, at least when I tried to record this episode like a week ago, have kind of been sorted out. And also there's been a lot more dialogue action happening, as well as a few changes to difficulty settings, which I'm not going to be able to do anything with that because you have to start a brand new game to do it. However, I want to get through the biggest thing I have to say, and that is that I actually stopped playing Beholder intentionally. I got a little frustrated with some of the things that were wrong, and also some of the things that I didn't understand that were causing me to kind of, admittedly, not really enjoy playing it, and I started to focus my attention kind of on other games. But I'm back, and I want to give it a shot. I want to give it a thorough shot. I know a little bit about the game that I didn't know before. That's going to, I think, help a little bit in terms of success. Because I will say, just straight up, this episode, before I died, I got shot in the head. Okay? And I'll tell you where that happened in a second. Or as we progress forward, I'll tell you how that happened. But let's get started here. I'm a little bit ahead of where we were before when we ended, just because of the way the save games work in this. You kind of, it auto saves for you at really strange times. Kind of not really strange, just whenever you get a new quest, a new task, it saves for you. And I have enough of these things after trying to figure out the bugs that I was experiencing, that the save file from the last episode is actually gone now. This is the next one. So you'll see, if you compare the money and compare the time and everything from the last episode, it's kind of the same, but not quite. So here it is. We've got 3582 in cash, 450 reputation. We've got these 5 tasks here. Ministry order. This is kind of where we left off. We got an order to evict Klaus Schimmer at the end of the last episode. And I have mostly the same tasks this time, but there's a couple of new ones that have been added. First, what we need to do now is we need to make up with Papanetto. If you remember before, he gave us fish, and then we agreed to try and sell it for a profit. We gave it to this guy. This guy sold like some of it, didn't give us enough money. We showed Papanetto what we had for the money. He's like, where's the rest of my money? And now he's like really mad. And if I don't find a way to make it up to him, and I don't know how to do it, I haven't like looked ahead and spoiled anything for myself, but if we don't make it up to him in time, what I do know is that he shoots you in the face. Okay? If you flip him off, or you tell him, if you try to stiff him, he shoots you in the face with a gun. So there's that. That's what I know. Okay, Martha. Martha's doctor. My wife said the pills didn't work. She wants me to find a doctor. Okay, we know a doctor. It's Al. He's right down there. Ministry order. Find a way to evict Klaus Schimmer from apartment 1. Okay. Okay, chocolate candy, right? It says I should buy some chocolate candy. I did that. I bought a chocolate bar. But as you guys pointed out in the comments, and of course, as you're right, a chocolate bar is not the same thing as chocolate candy. So I also, before recording this episode, bought chocolate candy. So there you go. We have chocolate candy now, and I can give that to her. Date night, 5 hours. My son wants some money so he can take a girl on a date. You guys didn't see this dialogue option. It happened just like really, really early ago. But he wants to take a girl to like a play. There's like some play is happening, and it costs $550 for the tickets. I've been thinking about that one too, and I think I'm gonna give him the money because that's what a good dad would do. I had the money, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Yes, Father. Talk about the theater tickets. Will you give me some money? Your son's love life costs just $550. Yeah. Okay, fine. Have the money. The theater is a lovely place, son. Here's the money. Originally, it said I could think it over, and that's what I chose before because I didn't want to I didn't want to choose without the camera running, without the recording going. So, anyway, the theater is a lovely place, son. Here's the money. Pay $20 for flowers, or give good advice. Okay, fine. Have the flowers. Don't forget to wash up before your date. One shouldn't go to the theater with a dirty neck. Last time I refused to give him the money when I played it before and kind of died and all that. I refused to give him the money. So I'm going to do it this time just to see what the different result is. Don't tell Mom or she'll pour an entire bottle of cologne on me. You know her. Okay, also need to talk to the doctor. Hello, Martha's illness. Al, my daughter is sick. Can you examine her? Of course I'll examine her. It is my duty. I'm a doctor. Sweet. Also, he has something he wants. Okay. What does he want? We're so happy we decided to get married. Oh, this was not a dialogue option I saw last time. Did you hear me? Al is getting married. Can you imagine? I bought cruise tickets to the southern shore for our honeymoon, all thanks to you. Oh, that's nice. But I have a request. I want to make Sarah a gift, but I don't know her very well. But you were marrying her. Okay, never mind. I don't even know what she likes. Can you ask around about her? Okay. I owe you, and I'll definitely treat you to a slice of chicken innards pie. It's delicious. Yeah, a chicken innards pie. Awesome. Thanks. Okay, so I wanted to talk about another mechanic that I knew before, but I just didn't, I didn't actually know this one before. There's another one I knew before, and I'll talk about that one in a second, but this one I didn't know. So, reputation points are not the same thing as money, obviously. But what I didn't know before is that you actually can turn reputation points into money. And the existence of that mechanic actually was part of the reason why I didn't like playing the game. I hate the way they've done this. I just really wish they would have figured out a different way to do this. But money is going to become, very quickly, as you'll soon see, money is going to become a huge problem. And so the answer around that is turning your reputation points into money. I don't like it, but that's the way they want you to do it. So here's how this works. In this shop, I buy these cameras that I've been buying. I buy them with reputation points, okay? However, so let's say I buy this one, and I buy this one, okay? That cost me 500 reputation points to buy those, okay? Let's just buy another one because why not? We'll buy all of these, right? So 50, 150, 350, okay? And I have one of each. I bought it all with reputation points. Now, I talk to this guy, and I trade him, and what happens is, I can actually sell those cameras now for 150, 250, and 500. That's how you do that. Really strange. I don't like it, but it is what it is. So, yeah. What are you gonna do? Okay, so a couple of other things. Let's see if I can go upstairs. I want to show you. I can also remove the cameras from these guys' rooms and stuff too, which is a really kind of a big thing as well. So he's not home, so let's actually get in. I wonder if I'm just trying to figure out if there's any clue that's going to tell me what I need to do to pay this guy back. And I might have the clue in his room. Because last time, I didn't really search his room, and I should have. Oh, soda's illegal. Hey, illegal. Maybe I don't have, oh, look at this. A record is in here too. He's violating all sorts of directives in here. What else does he have? Maybe I don't need to, this is whiskey, it's not illegal. Maybe I don't need to find a way to make it up to him. Maybe I can just get him evicted, report him, get him out of here. That's one thing I can do. But I think before I do that, let me just search a couple of more things here. He's not coming home yet, so that's good. I think before I do that, though, there's something else I want to do. Should I install a camera? Probably not. Okay, he's here. Al is over there. Let's talk to Al. Let's talk to Al. Talk to Al. Talk to Al. Oh, you know what? Actually, I can do this. The other thing I learned that you can do in this, I already knew you could do this, but I just never done it before, is blackmail. And I think I could blackmail him, right? And then I can make some money that way. Hello, Al. Tell me about the results of the exam. What's wrong with my daughter? I don't want to scare you, but Martha isn't well. She has bacillar rales in the lower half of both lungs. She needs antibiotics ASAP, and as much as I love domestic medicine, she needs the imported stuff. Local medication will only make it worse, and it's already serious. Delays could result in a fatality. It's $20,000 per course. Sorry, but I couldn't find anything cheaper. Okay, notice $20,000 for this. Money is like way, way under that, right? This is where the rush begins. Quotes, prescriptions, regulations. I'm risking a lot to help your baby. Okay. Yeah. So, life-threatening condition. I only get 92 hours to solve that. It's pretty ridiculous how little time I get for that. Theater scandal. The first evening's performance of the Capitol play On Love and Peace. This is the play that I sent my son to. Resulted in a scandal. Part of the audience left before the end. Plays should portray real people, not silly stories that have nothing to do with reality. Okay. The theater administration promised to shut down the play and ensure future plays don't upset the workers. Okay. Wow. Okay, so what I want to do is a couple of things. First thing I want to do is I want to try this blackmail thing out. And I actually get another thing I forgot to mention before. There's so much you can do in this, and you have to do it all really fast. Another thing you get is, remember when I sent the report on Klaus, the profile on Klaus? I got paid for that. You can get paid for sending reports and profiling other tenants. So for example, this guy, I don't have any information on him, but I have evidence that I can blackmail. So let's blackmail him. Jones Pomponetto. Let's do this really quick. He's in apartment 4. He violated directive 6046. Which is from the 6th of September. Okay, and my evidence is the records, right? Yeah, my evidence is that. I will blackmail him and tell him to leave $1,000 in the flower pot at the bottom of the stairs. So, I write a blackmail letter, and if he agrees to pay me, rather than getting reported to the authorities, then he'll leave money in this flower pot right here. That sounds cool. It looks like that's what he's on his way to do. Oops, oh, don't unlock the door, he's right here. It looks like that's what he's on his way to do right now. Which is kinda cool. Nice, he's gonna do it. There it goes. There it goes. Sweet. Let's talk to Klaus. Hello. Talk about what he needs. Tell me straight, Carl. Did you receive an assignment to spy on me? I will tell him the truth about the ministry order. Because I want to help him. I want to see if I can get Klaus out of here without, like, forcefully evicting him. You must be more careful, Comrade Klaus. I'll get right to the point. I've received an order to evict you from the building. What? They want to evict me from my apartment? That's unthinkable. If I could, I would have left this pokey hole a long time ago. Well, my problems shouldn't bother you. Thanks for the warning. What are you going to do? I'm going to offer to help you. I want to help you. Why don't you leave the city? This is suspicious, Carl. Why would you care about me? I'm not asking out of curiosity. I want to help you. I'm being hunted. It's hard to believe anyone is interested in my troubles. I was sent to the tobacco shop in that tiny wooden booth near the fish market. They took my absentee certificate. Without it, I'm stuck here. You understand. No, actually I don't. What's an absentee certificate? You should know such things, Carl. This is the document you need to either enter the strategic facilities or leave the city. Railway stations, ports, and roads with checkpoints are all closed to me. Why don't you take it? I don't know what that means, but you won't believe me. I received a response from the ministry. The documents were sent to the archives for the data update. They said I could obtain them there. I went to the archives. They said there are no documents left. I spent a week in the line to see an inspector about submitting a detection application. 2 months later, I was told I'd used the wrong form for my application, and they're out of the one I needed. Huh. So you mean the documents are lost in the archives? Yes, the documents are in the archives. They say it's a ploy to drive visitors crazy. I don't know if that's a joke or not. The Ministry of Detections has clean hands. There's nothing we can do about the archives. Okay. I'll see what I can do about your absentee certificate. What can I do about the absentee certificate? Not sure. Let's talk to my son really quick here. I thought maybe I could talk to him about the date, but I can't, so never mind. Actually, let's talk to Maria really quick. Maybe she knows something about Sarah. We have to collect data on Sarah. Oh, no, I don't want to... Klaus. I want to talk to your wife. Damn, it won't let me... That's silly. Okay. Can we see inside his apartment? I have cameras, but I don't have... Ooh, I started looking like right as he started coming out. Did he leave the money? Oh, here he goes. And he's smoking. I have information about him. Cool. Here. Let's see if she knows any information on Sarah. I feel like the girls would know. I'm going to ask Maria next time, or I'll ask Mrs. Rannick next time, whenever I see her. Talk about business? My husband is feeling down these days. I hope he hasn't offended you. Offer my sympathy. What happened to your husband? He has troubles at work. He's done nothing wrong, but the state always suspects him of doing horrible things. I think they can't forgive us for being a wealthy once. This apartment once belonged to us. We threw wonderful parties featuring music and poetry. Why doesn't Klaus change jobs? One cannot change one's job without the approval of the Ministry of Distribution. You know this. Klaus doesn't even have an absentee certificate. Can you imagine? Otherwise, we'd have already left. That's what I'm trying to get you, man. Let's talk to her about Sarah. Talk to her about Sarah, friend. I don't know what to say. She spends a lot of time in the kitchen. Also, she loves flowers. She recently told me she could buy them once every day. But she spends everything on groceries because she can't allow Al to eat junk. Okay, we know something about her then. She likes flowers. That's helpful information. Al's in there. Archivist. What's up, man? I want to help Shimmer. What's it to you? You know this even without me. This is another thing I don't really like too much about the game. I'm just throwing out my little nitpicks here and there. I understand why it's like this. I'm not like a nationalist or anything here. But it's clear to me that the developers of this game are not native English speakers, because a lot of the sentences they have here, it's not like they're it's not like they're grammatically incorrect per se, but they just don't flow like native English speakers would. A lot of the sentences, like this one, it doesn't really make sense to me. Anyway, I got that out of my hair. So if I ever have a hard time reading a dialogue scene and I have to skip or something, it's probably because it doesn't really flow to what I'm used to as far as native English speaking. I need your help. One good man can't obtain a document from the archives. Who are you talking about? The documents of good people aren't taken to the archives. Don't feed me a line. I'm going to tell the true story of Klaus, yeah. This guy tends to know when we're lying, so... I'm talking about Shimmer from Apartment 1. He fell from grace with the state. They took his absentee certificate, and now he's stuck here. I don't like him. He works in the tobacco shop, but has never given me tobacco for free. He behaves like this and speaks rudely because he's afraid. Help me. Bring me his absentee certificate. They can't live without it. You understand. They can't leave. Yeah, they always say live when it's supposed to be leave. I did that a couple of times already. They can't live without it. They can't leave without it, understand? Deal, but you owe me a bottle of whiskey. I won't be able to access the confiscated documents without it. A bottle of whiskey, of course. Papanetto, how are ya? How have you decided to compensate me for my losses? I'll find a way to return the money to you. I'll come back later and we'll discuss this issue further. Okay, the more the better. Look, I'm leaving on a trip soon. Leaving on a trip soon. Oh, man. Let's go search this little weed here. I think we should have a bunch of money in here. Yes, there it is. $1,000 for the blackmail. Awesome. Awesome. I'm just gonna go do it again. I have the other evidence. I can blackmail him for the other evidence too, I bet. Let's try to do that. Oh, there's the candy. I didn't give the candy to her yet. I need to do that. I'm not sure it'll help me, but I'm gonna do it. Papanetto, we're gonna blackmail him. Apartment 4. And he violated directive 6044 from the 4th of September. And we know this because we have this evidence. Oh yeah. Send that as a blackmail letter. I also want to profile the tenant too. I'm going to profile Papanetto because I know that he likes to smoke now, so I might as well do that. He's living in 4. He's a mister. He is living alone. And his occupation is a coal barge bosun. Okay, good. So I'll send that. We'll get some more information on him there too, which is really nice. Mrs. Rannick actually would be able to tell me some more information about Sarah, maybe, right? Want to talk about your niece? I mean, it's her niece. We should know, right? Sarah, I haven't seen her in 3 months. Wait, what? Doesn't she live with Al? She's Sarah too, but she's not mine. You mixed them up, Carl. Your Sarah isn't good enough to dust our Sarah's shoes. Our Sarah is a cut above yours. Your Sarah is no match for our Sarah. Our Sarah, I see, Rosa. Oh, I wish I had known that's how the sentence was going to go. I would have like talked in a weird voice or something. Like, that's nice. Where was I? Oh, right. She's not my niece. Wow. Then who's that lady that moved in with our doctor? You're a state worker, Carl. You have got papers, directives, and a big red phone. Can't you call someone and find out? I see you know a lot about my job. We've seen it all, dear. It's a shame we haven't seen our Sarah in so long. Oh, here we go. Now, this guy's got... Wait a minute. Actually, I don't think I need to buy the whiskey. I was going to buy the whiskey, but you know what? Actually, the sailor guy has it in his room. We found it. I bet I could just steal it. Why not, you know? See if I can steal it. Yes, Father. Learn what happened. Learn what happened? Are you in trouble at the university, son? Yes, Dad. The dean has ordered us to take part in another fundraiser. It's a lot of money and I have no idea where to get it. Are you kidding me? Wait, another one? How much? $15,000? Wait a minute. How am I supposed to come up with 20 grand and 15 grand? I don't know about this one. I didn't get this far. I died last time. I never talked to him. I kind of just sped time up until this was done because I had no idea how to do it. 15 grand. Yeah, are they crazy? People don't have that kind of money. If things continue to go like this, we'll have no one left to teach. Oh. That's perhaps the intent. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oppressive society. Take out the education. That's the first way to get rid of it. We'll see what we can do. Worst case scenario, you'll get a job. The country needs miners. Very funny, Dad. Thanks a lot. Martha's sick, Patrick. We need a lot of money to save her. And who knows how long that'll take. Well, it'll take, hopefully, less than 74 hours. A time might come when we need more and more money. Yeah. How's Martha doing? Will you play with me? Not now, Martha. Oh, candy. Right, let's talk to my wife. I need to give that to her. Talk about sweets for Martha. Yeah, bar from your shop, blah, 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 blah. I got the sweets, yes. Oh, thank you, Carl, full of worry these days. I gave this to her before, but I'm kind of skipping through it. It's not really that good a dialogue. When I close my eyes, I can see those bulls leading the previous building manager out by the nose. It breaks my heart to think of you being in his place. Anna, purge these thoughts from your mind. I'll be fine. You're not being silly, right? Like, what is that sentence? That doesn't fit here. I'll be fine. You're not being silly, right? I'll do a good job. It's not supposed to be... Anyway. What if the previous manager had thought like this too? Well, it's time to go back to work. Alright. Let's see. Should I just buy the whiskey? I want to steal it. I have so little money. So little money. Can I get... Oh, he just put more money in there. He just put more money... Can I break into his apartment when he's standing right there and steal the whiskey and get out? Do you think I have time for that? Let's try it. He's just sitting there dancing, right? So, where was the whiskey? It was over here, I think. I think it was in the TV. Oh, right there. Steal it. Blue jeans. Found it. Get out. Wait. Oh, he went downstairs. Oh, I didn't have to rush. I found more illegal stuff. Oh, hey, Sarah. Hey, you. Hello, dear. Yeah, I know that you're not really Sarah. I talked to your so-called aunt. You're not related to the Rennicks. Who are you? Who cares who I am? I love him. I swear, the past is the past. Tell me everything or I'm calling the officials. They'll quickly expose you. Okay, my name is Vera. I had a difficult childhood. Cruel parents, uncaring teachers, lustful employers. At some point I decided I'd been a victim of the system for too long. It was my turn to victimize. They were poisoning my life, now it's my turn. So if you found your next victim. It was like that at first, but Al has become very dear to me. I swear, all I want is to quietly leave with him and make him happy. Let's strike a deal, Carl. Ooh, a deal. Yeah, $5,000. That... Oh, because I need the money for my daughter. But if I refuse this, I just feel like... I feel like taking this money means something else bad will happen. I just feel like it does. But if I refuse, then I won't have the money. I could really use the money. Ah, damn it. Do I have time to think it over? I only have 18 hours.